welcome into Tea Time with Grav on a Friday. Again, guys, we're still a bit rusty on this. I'm going to get better at it, I promise. But we got a very special guest with us today. We have got DDizzzle coming in for the Tea Time with Grav. We're going to be chatting as long as we can. We've got a couple of topics to bring up, and as always, you guys are welcome to bring your topics into the chat as well. So for anybody that does want to bring anything to the table, feel free to ask in the chat. But we got a few pre-made topics for you guys. So I'm just going to sip my tea just before I bring Dizzle in. By the way, guys, new mug. I did the tea versus coffee charity challenge with Samaritans this year. They sent me out a mug. It's banging. I love it. So Team T obviously won. You know, it won. Team T did. Of course it did. Because coffee is just for bad people. But honestly, guys, amazing. Thank you so much for being here tonight. It's honestly PogChamp. I'm just going to send that out now. Nice. Yes, indeed. Right, so we're going to bring in the man, Dizzle himself. Let me just pop him on. There he is, look. There's the man, Dizzle. Right, Dizzle, how you doing tonight, my brother?
I'm alright, mate. Thank you. Thank you for having me. I really do appreciate it.
Oh, dude. It's more than a pleasure, my friend. For those that you don't know, I've known Dizzle for quite a long time now. He is also on the hype unit grind along with me. We said we were both going to make it, so we'll see how far both of us get, So hopefully one day we'll both be hype, but that's the goal anyway. But we have got a few topics for you today. Dizzle, what have you bought for us, lad?
Well, there's a couple of ones that me and you was discussing, and I know you're obviously curious on it. One would be streamer Twitter.
Ooh,
so that's a spicy one.
That's
and then,
spicy.
Just Twitch as a whole. You know, the whole DMCA things, the new rules that they're going to be bringing out as well.
Yep.
I got told today that they're bringing out new rules for January for the upcoming year. So yeah.
I didn't even know about that. Hello, you've got some news even I didn't know about here. This is spicy. What have they got?
There's something to do with like the new they're bringing out new rules when it comes into terms of harassment and sexual harassment as well. So they've refined their rules a little bit more.
Okay.
I haven't purposely read them myself, but I got told today that they're updating them, and they're obviously cracking down with the DMCA stuff as well.
Right.
That's obviously been a hot topic lately.
Oh, I'll be honest. DMCA, we've discussed DMCA at length in the stream before, and it's a big thing, as we know. However, there's some things I definitely want to clarify with some people. There's a lot of people jumping ship saying, "Oh, I'm going to go to YouTube. I'm going to go to Facebook Gaming. I'm going to go to Trello, wherever I'm going to go. Trovo, I think it's called, the Chinese one." There's a lot of people saying I'm going to jump ship somewhere else. You can't escape this. You can't. DMCA is everywhere now, and it's going to continue to be everywhere until there's reform on that law. You can't escape it. You're not going anywhere that you're going to escape from this one.
I suppose the only benefit, I know Facebook game partners allow you to use music, but even then there's still rules that
yes, Facebook Gaming do have an agreement. However, what most people neglect to say when they say, "Oh, Facebook Gaming have done it," is it's literally for their top 1% creators, their partners of partners, their versions of Dr. Disrespects, their Shrouds, their Ninjas. They're the only people who have it. You can't just make an account on Facebook Gaming and you'll immediately get DMCA protection. No. That's not how it works. You have to run, shower, leave alert, you just realise the time. No problem, Dante. No problem, no. But yes, I'm going to go back to calling you Wolf Girl because that's what you were known as, and that's what I'll always know you as. I've just got to. But yeah, there is no escaping DMCA, and it is only going to get worse. The best advice is the only advice is just don't use copyrighted shit. Just don't use it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, unless you've got a license. Even then, it's just
for what I hear, Facebook been banning accounts for using stream beats, so it's not safe. That is simply because the way it works is there's two types. Okay, what most people don't realize is there's two different types. Okay, there's DMCA and there's Content ID. They're two different systems, okay? A DMCA claim is an official takedown, okay? That's where you get slapped in the face and you got strike against your account, okay? By law, that has to be filed by a human. A human has to acknowledge it. A human has to check it and vet it before it can be filed. Otherwise, it's fraud, okay? A Content ID is where an algorithm detects notes in music or whatever and basically automatically detects and turns around and says, You know,
No.
this song might be in there, we're going to flag it. You know when your VODs get muted on Twitch and there's a big red bar and you can contest it? That's a content ID match. 9 times out of 10, once you've put a content ID match in, a human will verify it, realise it's not copyright infringement, and they'll release it. DMCA is the one with the slap. So I'm guessing if they're banned for stream beats, it's because Harris Heller's stream beats, isn't he? I'm guessing there's certain notes or note combinations that have been used that basically flag to the algorithm as sounding like something else. It's not foolproof. Ghost Reaper coming in with that raid. Thank you very much. Welcome to TeaTime with Grav, guys. I'm live with the man DDizzzle. Absolutely top shagger and legend. Can't say, but I hope you have a great rest of your stream. Sorry, no problem at all. Thank you so much for your raid, mate. I really appreciate it. Thank you. So yeah, that's the difference between them two. So if stream beats is getting picked up, it's likely it's content ID. And as the algorithm gets updated, it will get taken out. Because as we all know, stream beats is owned and copyrighted by Harris Heller. And he gives people creative license to use it. So that'll get resolved. If there's an account ban on it, I don't know what to say. Because content ID should never... Have a good one, you too, my friend. Content ID should never result in a ban. Because as soon as a human verifies it, it becomes DMCA at that point. So it's really weird.
I don't get the whole jump ship to YouTube though, because if anything, I find YouTube is probably the strictest and has been for like the last 15
they've
years.
had this 5 years. Yeah, for 5 years they've already had this DMCA shit. They've been through this before. I don't know why the people at Twitch are kicking off so much about it. YouTube have had it for about 5 years now. It's nothing new. And as I predicted, remember I predicted months ago, they would eventually bring it out so they could they could catch DMCA issues live, and they are doing it. The worst part is Twitch is helping them do it.
that's the funny part in it all.
More DMCA. They ain't gone away, Poetic. They haven't gone away. I think the only reason Twitch are integrating it and helping them do it is because Twitch are protecting the platform as a whole. They can't deny them. If they deny them access to do everything, they'll just start taking Twitch to court for every infraction. And Twitch would lose. Because right now the law is very much in favour of the corporations. Twitch would lose, and every time. That's why reform is needed for this kind of thing. These are archaic laws that were created in the year 2000. In fact, I believe it was 98 actually, before live streaming was ever even a concept. It was designed to stop television shows and radio programs using it. Live streaming wasn't even a concept. I believe it was 98 when DMCA was created, and it's been barely amended since. So it's about time it goes into the new age, if you like. And of course, you've got that crackpot senator.
Yeah.
Have you seen that guy?
I was just reading Chris's message and like where he says about like the deleted VODs from 3 years. Why are they storing content from 3 years ago?
Yes, it's weird. Apparently, you go in and delete a clip and a VOD, it disappears from your page. But there's a way of getting to it still in the background somewhere. I am assuming it's for lawful purposes. For example, if I was to, just as an example, I was to commit, and it has happened on stream before, commit an act of domestic violence, for example. It has happened on live streams before. And I was to just go and delete the VOD to delete the evidence. If it was to go to court, the court could technically subpoena Twitch to say, release that VOD to us for lawful reasons. If I was to commit some sort of illegal act on stream, I've just used that as an example. I'm wondering if they have to keep it for that reason.
That would make more sense, yeah. I mean, I can understand that because I know Facebook do stuff like that as well. Where they obviously have like a back end server where it just like obviously stores all this and they can recover from the account. Regardless.
Yeah, 100%. They have to keep it for 7 to 10 years, exactly. So it's for legal reasons. However, that front end shouldn't be public. The only way you should have access to those is if you work at Twitch or you've subpoenaed them for them. You shouldn't be able to access those publicly. If they've been deleted from public eye, they should be completely deleted permanently.
Oh yeah.
So that's something they definitely need to work on. However, bearing in mind, some of these people that are saying, oh, I've been DMCA'd for something that was 3 years ago, what's happening is the companies are filing the DMCA against that clip before they've deleted them. So, as everybody knows, there was a mass purge and everyone just went, oh shit, I'm deleting all my clips, all my VODs gone. The problem is, if the DMCA is already filed, even if you've deleted that, you've still committed the act of copyright infringement. You've still done it, and they know you've done it. Therefore, deleting it won't help you. Gavinator, how you doing, my friend?
A picture.
Exactly.
It just paints you. It paints you into that corner even more. Like, oh, okay,
yeah. Why did you delete it? Yeah, that is true. You're correct, 100%. But yes. So we've been talking about streamer Twitter. Me and Dizzle both agree there's a bit of a mob mentality when it comes to streamer Twitter. Something happens and people just dogpile it. A lot of the time without any forethought about what they're actually talking about or getting any forward information on it. A lot of people don't.
They usually just throw out an opinion, and half the time they try to use this like argument of using very like intellectual words, and it's like the words don't have any meaning to that argument.
No.
Or they just agree with one person because they know that person, and even if someone can point out a very valid point, they still dispute it. And it's still wrong.
Argue for the sake of arguing to defend somebody else. Basically, it's like you can't leave somebody to their own conversation, if you like. I get what you mean.
There's very rarely an educated conversation within a thread though like that.
Ever. Oh god, there is. I know what you mean.
Everybody's at one another's throats, and it's just. I mean, I've been on the receiving end of it, and
You're
it's
right,
just
Hol.
like, and it's just like, why are we even arguing like this? Like, you go from being adults to like squabbling children just over like something so minor.
I love a good debate on Twitter if the other person's coming back with something like, you know what I mean. But I will cease discussion the second they start throwing around like personal insults that are nothing to do with the argument, like pulling out political stances and stuff like, oh, you're right wing, your opinion doesn't matter, or you're left wing, your opinion doesn't matter, and it's like you voted for, you have voted for Trump, your opinion doesn't matter, and it's like, regardless of what you think of that personally, their argument is, if they've come forward with a good argument, then take it on its merit. Why do you need to look into the background of the person making it? In my opinion, you don't. If they've come to you with a good argument, they've come to you with a good discussion. That's it. I know this may be a little off topic. It falls under that very ambiguous release today and was taken down. Cyberpunk might take out the LBQG options from their MMO because of all the negative comments. Really? I thought that was one of their most lauded features. The fact that you can like on character creation go, how big do I want my character's penis? I thought that was one of the features people were most enjoying. You know what I mean?
That's a pretty
Seriously, honestly, all I saw was like clips of people on Twitch like, hey, dick. You know, it's.
I swear they were praised for it, but
yeah,
it's just I can remember something similar to that. It's when Twitch did Pride Month last year, and their Instagram was just like, oh my god, what am I reading? Like,
yeah,
it's just so hate, and they don't do anything.
It's very hateful sometimes. It really is.
It's out of control.
Social media can be a very hateful place. Twitch is not much different. You get people that troll Twitch, literally looking for people to like hate on. It's really awful. But if you read some of the major reviews, it's so much toxicity because they add only he/she options. Well, the thing is, you can't make everybody happy. You'll never be able to make everybody happy. You'll never be able to do it. It's a holy grail. You will piss somebody off in the world. It's guaranteed. You will piss somebody off. Somewhere, somebody will be pissed. You're right, though, Hop. It is hard forming coherent arguments in a few words, which is why I love these kind of streams, because you can openly talk about it. Some of the major game mag reviews were like 2 to 3 pages of LGQB not being perfect. Exactly. They've tried. You can't take that away from them. They have tried. They have more features in their game to cater for, LBGQT. With, I can't remember exactly all the letters that are in that, but they've probably took a bigger step than any other game studio to cater for it. Completely, in my opinion.
I mean, there's no other game like it, really.
No,
in its own
there isn't.
era, in terms of what it offers, no.
I'll tell you what, though. There's a game called Temtem. Have you ever seen it?
Yeah.
It's a bit like Pokemon. When you first create a character on that, you can actually choose a pronoun.
Right.
If you choose to, that's a step, you know, it's a step more than most games take.
It's inclusive, it's
yeah.
that positive reinforcements of including everybody and trying to appeal to a wider audience as well.
Sleeps, I tied me into how long for hate to be brought back to the internet. Sleeps, you're a fucking troll. But yeah, it's I'm annoyed they were being attacked for it. They tried their best. They also are the first game out there to do a full streamer mode, where the nudity is censored and the music choices that are copyrighted are censored as well. So they've tried to do their best to protect streamers as well, which is, like I said, there's no other game like it in the market that took that kind of step.
No.
Yeah, they did fail on a song. It wasn't perfect, and it does need to be amended. However, it's something. It's a step no other studio took. No other studio out there has taken that kind of stance. GTA certainly fucking didn't, and their entire radio station shit is made up of copyrighted music. Vice City will get you banned if you play that radio. I guarantee it. Vice City will get your ass banned.
Yeah, because you've got a lot of celebrities. I think you've got like Rihanna.
Control the Game as streamer mode. Really? I didn't realise that. It's one of the first mainstream games. I'd never even heard of that game, to be fair. Twitter equals destruction of coherent conversation since it has limits of a tweet. To be fair, I've had quite a few coherent conversations on Twitter. It depends how you word it. I normally have to go back and amend it about 3 bloody times to try and get it what I want in the box, but it works eventually. But yeah. Hey, in the third world, Nokia bricks are still used.
Hey, they're built to last, I'm telling you.
Drug dealer phones. They are, though. Drug dealers love those phones because they last forever on battery and they're not technical,
Cheap,
you know what I mean? They're just basic. There's nothing you could do with them. They're literally just a phone and a SIM card. You can text on it, you can ring people on it. That's all you can do.
I can tell you spend so much time in Nottingham. I can really tell that one. Oh dear.
You've used the wrong word. Exactly. Yeah. People do dismiss things very, very easily. What's wrong with Nottingham, Dizzle? What's wrong with Nottingham? If I remember rightly, you're not far from me. If I remember rightly, are you not?
A lot of my family's actually from Nottingham, so.
Fair enough.
I know what it's like. Trust me.
Oh dear.
It's true though. It's true. It's true.
Oh my god.
Call this Robin Hood Village.
Yes, it is. Robin Hood's place, Sherwood Forest, is about 15 minutes away.
Oh, that place is beautiful.
Oh, it is.
Through there.
Shame you couldn't go this year because of said lockdowns. Well, technically you could go, I guess, but you'd have to act like you were jogging. But yeah, no visitor centres, no cast, or they're all shut. You got in the Twitch chat, you got called out for your grammar, so I replied back with a max limit single sentence reply. Yeah, regardless, you know what it means. You could seriously put an argument forward, but you can't discount somebody just because they made a spelling mistake or they used the wrong word somewhere. It's daft. It's daft.
I agree with that. Yeah, I mean, hell, I do it all the time.
Yeah.
I did all my GCSEs for English and literature, and I still make mistakes now. Do you know? I actually don't write.
I think I got an E in English, D or an E. I got a terrible grade. I got terrible grades in school, guys. Stay in school. I got terrible grades. I did stay in school, but I find every subject too boring to care about. Sorry.
See, I was one of those people where I didn't like the teachers that much, and I didn't like school. So I finished like year 11 with like 20% attendance, but I still came out with B's and C's because I would sit there and graduate. Like I'd study at home, because I preferred doing that. Because I know I won't get distracted.
I can
just remember the faces of people, like everybody's looking like, how the fuck did you get all that? I was like, well, just because I don't go to school doesn't mean I'm not smart. Like I do study.
It's because they think it though, isn't it? They assume that the truant is the person that wags it off. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Chavvy. You have over 12k pages of published documents. Guess what? I have to hire an editor to review it. Oh, yeah, exactly. Proofreading is important on anything you write, realistically, if it's important. Honestly, school doesn't teach you this shit. That is true. That is true. I'll be honest, I can confidently say 90% of what I learned in school, I've never used it since. Basic counting, basic English, that's pretty much it. French, I couldn't remember. Call to do with languages. IT, they didn't even teach the school I was at. There was no IT. I've learned that all myself. I've literally made a profession out of a subject they didn't even teach. So my current job is literally something I couldn't learn at school. So, you know.
See, we did IT at school, but like we didn't do IT, if that makes sense. Like we did like a little bit of coding, and that was it really. And just like going through PowerPoints half the time. It wasn't really what IT was meant to be at all.
They had computers, but you could just use them for things like research and writing stuff up. That was it. There was no actual IT education. If you came in and didn't know how to use a computer already from like having one at home, you were fucked. You just look at the screen like, I have no idea what to do here.
One thing that was funny to me, when I went to college, when I was doing my A-levels, or my degree, so I was doing business and law, and you have to take this other class, like, it's just like general skills of life and things like that. There were some people in that class that are studying A-levels that have, like, and whatnot, and they don't know how to write an email. And I'm like, you're nearly 19 years old, you've used a phone for like 15 years and a computer and everything else, but you don't know how to write an email.
Yep.
It's like, no. I was like, oh my god.
Oh dear.
Like they give you credit for taking this class to learn how to like use Excel, use PowerPoint, write emails. I was just like,
yeah.
What? Like, so you don't even really have to like do half of the other stuff. You can just do this faculty class and then be all right.
And then you'll be fine with that. Yeah. Dizzle, you've been a fantastic guest, mate. Honestly, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it so much. It's been amazing, honestly. It's been an absolute thanks for the stream. Nad, thank you for coming, honestly. Dizzle, honestly, Dizzle, it's been amazing having you. It's been crack on, top shagger.
No, it's not a problem.
Once lockdown's over, we'll have to meet up, lad. We're not that far away from each other. We may as well go for a pop lunch or something.
Sure.
Right then, take care, champs. Thank you so much, guys. I'm back live Sunday for probably Division 2 with Hawks, but we'll see. So thanks a lot, guys. Have a fantastic weekend. Love you all. Catch you later.